Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Okay, Aquarius. Either over the next couple-ish weeks or so, or I don't know, you're either observing someone already, very aware that they have like some sort of hidden motives with this strategy kind of coming through. That there's like, this would be somebody from your past who is, you could be in communication with this person. Um, but anyways, you're being very observant here. You're not bothered by this, right? You see some sort of truth, and you're being very observant. Sometimes life brings questions. Questions about love, questions about career, questions about your life journey, and sometimes we just need a little clarity. And that is where my new sponsor, Psychic Source, comes in. Psychic Source has been around for over 35 years, connecting people like you with trusted, compassionate advisors to bring through insights and guidance that they need at this time. One of the things that I loved or that stood out to me with Psychic Source was that not only do they care about their customers, but they also care about their employees as well as the world. They donate 1% of all proceeds to a good cause through their kindness initiative. I had a chance to experience the whole experience and talk to a psychic advisor, and I left feeling far more confident than I did like walking into it. She was able to pull on a recent dream that I had, and the craziness of it, and help me find clarity through that. She recognized that I was going through a purge and that I was going through a kind of like a rebranding, if you will. She was also able to give me like kind of a little bit of clarity on a direction that I'm headed in, and she even was able to like give like dates type energy, as well as like a couple names she pulled out. So it was very good. Like I said, I left feeling a lot more confident than I did going in, just about the direction that I'm headed in. And I didn't ask her any questions. This was all just, I just asked her, what do you got? And she just came, pulled all this stuff, and it was very good. It was very good. So with all that being said, I'm excited to share that Psychic Source is offering an incredible deal for my viewers, you guys. Okay, new customers can get up to 40 minutes with one of their advisors for just $19.80. That's a value up to $240, okay? You can get the deal through the link in the description box below using the keyword Corie, C-O-R-I-E, or you can go to trypsychicsource.com/Corie. There's never been a better time to experience true connection. Either there's something coming out about this situation, or some sort of evidence or something like that here, Aquarius. I don't know exactly, but yeah, it feels like this also too is like, I feel like you're also being observed, okay? And that's another energy that you're not really bothered by, Aquarius. I think that you're being observed definitely by the past here, and you're like, hey, take a picture, it'll last longer. That's funny. But yeah, this is also people from the past that are, it's like maybe even trying to observe to see if you have like some sort of strategy, or like trying to figure out your plan or the way that you do things here. I don't feel like there's anything that you're necessarily keeping. Or gatekeeping or anything like that. It definitely does feel like, again, you're just very unbothered, right? Things that you don't care if people know, whatever, but you could be keeping a lot of things to yourself, right? You could be a very private person, Aquarius. Yeah, but you know that the past is watching you, for sure. But you're also watching the past watch you, and you're also observing the past come forward, or something like that. with some sort of hidden intentions here, hidden agenda. Yeah, this the Goonies, exactly. There's like this. It's like you're like this hidden treasure. Okay, there was obstacles that you had to overcome here, but you overcame them. You sure did. Hold on, Aquarius. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh man, the Isley brothers, I'm telling you, it's like there's maybe like people from different communities even that are watching you here. Okay? Yeah, because it's like you've turned your life around with Mi Vida Loca to Erica Badu. That feels like a transition. That feels like, going from, struggles to kind of being very wise, very connected, maybe even very abundant, right? Going from lack to some sort of abundance here. It's like there's some people from the past that could also be trying to figure out how you did this, right? With that strategy, right? I don't think you're giving any, I mean, you probably gave the whole recipe at one point. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have training day, right? This took time, okay? This took a lot of, but you're, again, with this setup here, you're observing somebody with not great intentions, but also, too, it's like you're surgical with this. You're whatever this strategy is that somebody from the past, that you're like a master at this. They can't, I don't know, they can't, whatever it is they're trying to do, it's not going to work. But yeah, there are some people from the past, like I said, trying to figure out how did you go from, this kind of crazy life to this like Erica Badu type energy, right? You could have been like sad girl, crazy girl, kind of struggling, rough around the edges, to this very wise, almost quiet in a way, reserved, intuitive, like shaman-like energy, right? So yeah, so there's a lot going on with that, Aquarius. And again, you're just kind of like I said, if anyone's trying to figure out how you've done it, it's not, I don't think you've hidden that at all. I think you've expressed it very clearly. But they may not believe, whatever. They're trying to bring some sort of destruction here to this divine feminine, Aquarius, you or somebody else here, okay? All right, tell me more. For Aquarius, please. Yeah, it's like your happiness or like your blissful energy or your unbothered energy is like a surprise to someone here, okay? Yeah, I feel like they thought that their intuition was telling them something about you. But they were confused here, okay? Their intuition is like blocked or something. I don't know. Who are these guys? Rich guy and mature man. Who are these guys? High honor. Okay. So these are people that, I don't know if they thought they were using their intuition, or maybe they were confused about intuition here, okay? These are people that I feel like maybe have some old beliefs, or they're, you know, getting a little bit more traditional, Aquarius, and a couple masculine energies, and so they made some sort of judgment thinking that, I don't know, that you could have been some sort of thief or something like here, or Aquarius, I must be talking to somebody who is into some sort of spiritual work, okay? Um, who who is this priest and this ice queen? Why are they here? Oh shit, Aquarius. There may be a feminine and a masculine energy here that are in some sort of legal trouble, because there could have been an older woman that was sick or ill, or and these people could have been left to take care of this woman, and they did not. They abandoned this woman in some type of way. There's somebody that's in court here, Aquarius, for like, what's that called when you elderly abuse or something like that, or this is like neglect is what it feels like. What's this concern for Aquarius? So there's concern about endings. Maybe with some sort of money. Divinity here. Somebody may have been expecting emotional pain or entity attachments here. What does that have to do? Somebody's concerned because maybe you're not worried about Aquarius. I don't feel like you're worried about, like, I don't want to say you're not worried about money, but it doesn't feel like it's a main focus. You're not out here chasing money, right? You're not worried about things coming to an end. You're not, it's like you just have faith, right? And you move in that space, and it's like, I don't know, somebody's concerned about that because they don't understand it. Interesting. I don't know how this ties in together. It may not. That may have just been. There's some sort of imbalance that's being balanced, Aquarius, and it feels like either this already happened in the past, and it's like your life path kind of changed, and it's like, I feel like, Aquarius, you're coming out as like a completely different person, and there are people from the past right now that are like, what the fuck, right? And I think that they were expecting one thing, right? I think that these drastic changes is like, they could have been expecting one thing here, but they're finding another. Um, and yeah, there is somebody who's in some sort of legal trouble here. Could be a priest and like a feminine energy, or like something like that, where there's some sort of evidence where somebody was supposed to be taking care of an elderly woman, I think, and they did not. They did not do what they were supposed to do. Aquarius, some of you are going to get a message about, I don't know, somebody that was maybe trying to, I don't know. If there was somebody that was coming after you or something like that, okay, you're going to get a message about, they could be going through some stuff here. I don't know, it's like the divine is going to like show you like this person is now receiving karma type of thing. The divine just told me, a lot of these people, Aquarius, we're in the year of the snake, right? And so these skins are shedding. And so a lot of these people, with their karmas coming through, it's in order to allow them to shed these skins, right? To awaken and maybe change their direction. Aquarius, last thing I'm going to say is I really feel like there's somebody else that maybe thought that you were going through karma, and they're learning that you're not. Okay? I don't know why they would want you to be going through karma, or if they assume that you would be going through like what that's about, but there's some sort of surprise where it's like, oh, this person actually is I don't know, because you probably paid your karmic debt here. You know what I mean? Somebody wasn't expecting that. I don't know. Yeah, surprise. Right? You're actually happy. You're not in any type of emotional pain here. So, anyways, okay, guys. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. If you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. I love you.